Agenda today. This is RS 2022-1526 by Alan Welsh and Stiles. It approves a contract between the Metropolitan Government and Ryder Integrated Logistics Incorporated for refrigerated trucks and trailers for Metro Action Commission Summer Food Services Programs. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Second, properly moved and seconded. We have someone from MAC who's here to tell us all about the refrigerator trucks.
Absolutely. I'm Lisa McCrady, the Public Information Officer or Communications Director for Metro Action. And for probably the past, I think, 18 years, we have been administering the Summer Food Service Program, which is a program through USDA, where we're able to provide free breakfast and lunch meals to summer camps, church camps, any places young people gather, school age. And what it's meant to do is to replace the meals that they would ordinarily receive in schools through the summer months. And so we also deliver the meals to the community centers and places and all that. So we need refrigerated trucks to make sure the meals stay at temperature. Right now we have about 56 sites, and so what we're seeing now is a resurgence of summer camps coming back online since COVID, and we're really happy about that. So we're up from when COVID was kind of at its height, we probably had all of 26. So to be at 56 now is great. Our maximum is 110. So we're going to see if we actually make that. It is a reimbursement program, so that's what it is. So we need these trucks, obviously, to keep the meals cool, both in transit and when it's on site. We prepare the meals at one of our Head Start centers that we kind of convert into a production place. And so, yeah, so they'll be at one of the two sites.
See better?
Thank you, Chair. Excuse me. Thank you, Ms. McCrady. Curious, is there, you mentioned, I think you answered it right there at the end, but are these MNPS, so these meals typically are prepared in MNPS throughout the rest of the year, but in the summer it sounds like they're not, and this is filling that need in the summer. Are these MNPS employees that are engaged in this program, or is this totally separate outside of MNPS?
Totally separate. So they're Metro Action staff. They're from our nutrition program that we transfer over from our Head Start, because the Head Start program comes down, and so we transfer them over. We also do some hires through what's called the Power Youth program, used to be Opportunity now, so we have quite a few young people who will be with us. And then we do get some MNPS employees that help us, either as drivers or in the production staff. So it's all Metropolitan Action Commission.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Did you mention how many kids we serve in the program, just out of curiosity?
So at its height, we do about 215,000 meals. So we anticipate probably getting close to 100,000 probably. And this is over the course of the summer, and that's actually just for the breakfast, so lunch is a little bit higher. So yeah, so we start June 6th and end July 30th.
So this is 2 meals a day. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
2 meals a day.
Correct.
Wonderful.
Now, how's it distributed? Is there, like, where do you go to distribute the meals?
We actually take it to the programs wherever they are throughout the city. So we
you
have
have
routes,
partners
and so that's what the refrigerated trucks are for.
Okay, and it takes them to the partners?
We do.
Okay. Who are some of the partners? I'm just curious.
All of the parks community centers are Boys and Girls Clubs, the usual summer camps. We do partner with quite a few apartment complexes because we don't require there to be an existing program. So any place where a young person gathers. And so probably the best example of an apartment complex partnership is the Lyric that's off of Murfreesboro Road that has a high Spanish-speaking population where we're able to come on site, serve the meals on site. Both breakfast and lunch meals. So it doesn't have to be a traditional summer camp.
Okay, so do you use churches as?
We do.
Okay.
If they want to come on board, yeah, we have quite a few churches.
Okay, thanks.
So is there an application process for finding how do you find new sites?
So what we do, we started the application process, I believe it was March, and we're going to doing another announcement again because we still have capacity to add more. And so they apply with us. We do a training, and that would be right before, so it'll be next weekend or next week right before Memorial Day. And so we tell them, how to make sure they count appropriately and make sure the meals are refrigerated. We actually go inside to the sites to make sure they have proper refrigeration and a place for young people to sit down and eat. One thing I did not mention is that in addition to us serving meals in that capacity, we also have what's called diners, community diners, and where we've retrofitted some buses that are kind of been out of the fleet for transportation of children. So we gutted it out, made it a diner on the inside, and we take them into communities such as Chesapeake, is one of the communities that actually started us saying we need to get a resource there because they didn't have a community center that was close enough for the children to walk safely. So we take the meals into the community, and so we have a regular little route in their particular community to do that. We have 3 other sites where we do that as well.
That's great. Is it air conditioned?
It is.
Oh, good.
And Wi-Fi and
That's cool.
connection, all that good stuff. Yep.
That's great. Did you have a question, Tia, Mother?
You answered it. I was just going to ask them how people how they heard about communities and how communities hear about you to know to apply.
The next, after the announcement about more sites, you'll also see another announcement to kids and their parents saying, hey, these are the locations throughout the city. So not only will we announce our sites, we also partner with Second Harvest, who's also a sponsor in the city, and Metro Schools.
He's right behind
Oh, giving y'all a hard time.
We want to have a one-stop shop where you can just see where everybody is, regardless of who the sponsor is.
Great.
Any other questions or comments?
Would you like us to help you advertise with this?
Absolutely. I usually include you all on the news releases.
Well, there's some organizations that I'm a member of that may want to know this. Could you send us like a blip, exactly what you want said? Don't have us interpret it because I might interpret it wrong.
Yeah, usually we always include all the council on all of our news releases.
Yeah, if you would just
So,
send
yeah,
us
you'll
something,
be getting that.
that would be great.
Sure.
If there are no more questions or comments, I think we are ready for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any not voting? Motion passes.
That's
Thank
all
you
it
so
works.
much. Thank you. That sounds like a wonderful program. And with that, we are adjourned.